study of the Bible in a year. My name is Brenda Wolf, and we are doing a topical study of the Bible in a year. And we are on week 30. Our subject is leadership. We're on day 2. We're going to be doing Mark 10:42 through 45. But first, let's do our I am statement. We're on day 3. So we have 40 of these. We started over. We're on day 3. I am a child of God. Say that with me. I am a child of God. John 1:12. Yet to all who did receive him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. Our reflection is, you are a beloved member of God's family through faith. Our prayer is, Father, remind me daily that I am your child, loved and cherished beyond measure. Oh, that goes right along with the daily encouragement that I did today. I don't remember what scripture it was, but it was talking about we are God's treasure. So that's kind of cool. All right, our 3 reflections for this week are, in what area of your life are you currently leading others? What one way could you serve them better this week? Well, I'm currently leading a women's retreat this weekend, so. Number 2, who could you intentionally mentor or encourage this week? What specific wisdom or skill could you share? Again, I'm leading a women's retreat this weekend. And number 3, what leadership skill do you need to develop? What resource could you seek out this week to grow in this area? Well, yesterday I said patience, but the other thing is follow-up. That's not one of my strengths. I'm trying to get better at follow-up, not only with people, but in my job and those types of things. I'm not the greatest at fellowship, but I'm going to get better at it. But not fellowship, follow-up. I need a nap already. Whew. All right, Mark 10:42. And side note, I know I look pale as a ghost, but I feel like I got a little burnt yesterday, being out in the sun and taking a walk. All right, Mark 10:42 and 45, 42 through 45. In the NIV says, well, I'm going to start at 41. When the 10 heard about this, they became indignant with James and John. Jesus called them together and said, you know that those who are regarded as rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their high officials exercise authority over them. Not so with you. Instead, whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first must be slave of all. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. All right, 41 through 45 in the Message Bible says, when the other 10 heard of this conversation, they lost their tempers with James and John. Jesus got them together to settle things down. You've observed how godless rulers throw their weight around, he said, and when people get a little power, how quickly it goes to their heads. It's not going to be that way with you. Whoever wants to be great must become a servant. Whoever wants to be first among you must be your slave. That is what the Son of Man has done. He came to serve, not to be served, and then to give away his life in exchange for many who are held hostage. Oh, I like that, who are held hostage. So it is very important for us as Christians to learn how to serve one another. And I used to have such a really hard problem with that because I have dealt with a lot of loss in my life. And so for me to serve somebody else sometimes seems like such an overwhelming task. But when you think about serving people, it's not always about hard labor. Sometimes it's just sitting with somebody. Sometimes it's just listening to somebody's story. Um, it's not always doing something physical. Does that make sense? Sometimes serving one another is just being patient and listening and guiding. All right, in the Passion Translation, now the other 10 disciples overheard this, and they became angry and began to criticize Jacob and John. Jesus gathered them all together and said to them, those recognized as rulers of the people and those who are in top leadership positions rule oppressively over their subjects. But this is not the example you are to follow. You are to lead by a different model. If you want to be the greatest, then live as one called to serve others. The path to promotion comes by having the heart of a bondslave who serves everyone. For even the Son of Man did not come expecting to be served by everyone, but to serve everyone, and to give his life as the ransom price for the salvation of many. All right, I'll be back. I don't know what I'm doing yet tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do this from the campground or if I'm going to do this before I leave. Or I may just skip tomorrow night. I don't want to do that, but I might. I'm gonna pray on it and figure out what I'm gonna do. All right, thank you for watching. I hope you can join me for the next edition. I'm not gonna say if it's gonna be tomorrow or Saturday, for a study of the Bible in a year. We will be on day 3. We'll be doing Proverbs 11 through 14. And until we see each other again, stay rooted in God's goodness, stay wrapped in the love of Jesus, and know that you, yes, you, are deeply loved. Have a great night.